Entonces, ¿Sakurai nos va a hablar de Banjo ahorita? ¿Ya mismo? ¿Ya aquí estoy?
Hello everyone, I'm Masahiro Sakura. Director was playing by myself, using 2 controllers, like this. My controllers set up side by side. But back in the GameCube days, I lined them up vertically, like this. Try doing this with the Nintendo Switch Pro controllers, however, and you'll end up accidentally pressing that bit of a pain. I do it like this now. This time around, I'll also be doing my best to control 2 fighters at once, kind of like Banjo and Kazooie, 2 characters acting as one. Alright, let's get started. So, what is Banjo Kazooie today? You can do so on Xbox.
Okay.
I know this is a Nintendo broadcast, but please, give the game a try on Xbox. Now let's talk about the music. The Banjo-Kazooie series music has a country feel to it.
Okay, la canción va a aparecer aquí.
Here. You'll see the track names. Okay, let's take a look at the fighter.
¡Oh! ¡Aquí está el sol!
So this is Banjo and Kazooie in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. There's Kazooie. We're using a special ROM today, so the camera is a bit different from the production version. Their jumps are based on abilities like flap flip and feathery flap.
¿Qué salto más corto tiene?
Their neutral attack is called claw swipe. This ability looks similar to this in the original game, but we've built upon the original motion so it better fits the action of our game.
Okay, sí.
Their flurry attack is a rat-a-tat.
Sí, tiene el rat-a-tat.
Their dash attack is a forward roll, which is something Donkey Kong uses as well.
Lo hacían de hecho en su juego, pero
This
no
move is a pretty useful one.
Tiene un montón de lag.
Up smash is Bill Drill. It looks a bit different from their original games, but the animation reflects the fact that it's a consecutive attack. In Japanese, their side smash is called Harisen Kazooie. Harisen is a word that only exists in Japanese, so I was curious what this move would be called in the West. In English, it's called Regal Bash. I think Regal is the type of bird Kazooie is, so this basically means bird bash, which is pretty accurate. Their neutral air is wing bash. Their back air is an air rat-a-tat-rat, which hits 3 times. Their down air is beak buster, which they use to down stab as they jump.
Que en Banjo-Tooie ya se vuelve una versión más poderosa haciendo el...
As you can see, even their
ya hay algo inventado.
The down and up taunts were something that existed in the Banjo-Kazooie series too. The up taunt is based on an animation from Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, where Banjo sometimes stretches. Next, their side special is Wonder Wing. As in their original game, it's an invincible charging attack.
¿Y cómo funciona? Sí, excelente. Con eso vas a poder
It's
entrar.
fairly powerful and will basically win against any other attack. However, you can see some feathers above Banjo's head. There are 5 of them in total, and I just use up all of them. After using them up, you won't be able to use the attack again until you lose a stock. Since the remaining uses of Wonder Wing only appear above their heads once activated, you'll really need to make sure you hammer the number of uses into your head.
5 veces, o sea,
You can use it as a recovery option. And since it's likely to trump counter shock spring jump, this move utilizes the shock spring pad from the original game. There are a few things to note. First, you can hit your opponents with the shock spring pad. It can be used to recover, and it's throwable too. Also, it's pretty different from other up specials that carry the fighter upward, in that you're still able to jump in mid-air after using it, meaning you can jump twice in a row. So if you're falling, you can use it like this. Jump and then dodge, increasing your ability to recover.
Es bueno, eso es muy bueno, aunque no tenga como la super distancia. Pero
By
parece
the
que
way,
se puede cargar.
the height of a shock spring jump will change depending on how long you hold the button down. The Mighty Ginginator is what delivered the final blow to Gruntilda in their original game. This move will send your opponents flying. Is a spiral shape.
Hay plataformas. No, eso está súper ilegal.
a rotation icon will appear,
Hay una plataforma abajo. Y
and
se
the
muestra la
stage will
rotación.
spin.
A menos de
This
que la
is
rotación
quite
se pueda
unusual,
quitar.
even for the Super Smash Bros. Series. It's truly unique.
Sí, súper.
Anything on the stage, items or
Super
otherwise, will
único.
also move.
Pero si él controla aparte los dos controles. Es
This
como-
time, I'll be taking on not just
Oh,
one,
nah.
but two fighters in a team battle.
Nah.
Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong versus
Donkey
Banjo and
contra
Kazooie.
Banjo y Kazooie.
Hang on, so there are actually two on my side too, so I should be fine, right? Looks like I'm gonna get beaten up pretty bad if I just stand around, so I'll play carefully. No, we're playing with items on. I'm at quite a disadvantage, but I'm going to try my hardest. I can use one ring 2 more times.
Forward tilt, forward tilt, forward tilt.
Oh, the final smash meter's filled up. You can have that.
Quédate con el smash, yo
Now.
no lo necesito. ¡Oh!
And
Ahí va.
nice.
Tiene un rango gigantísimo, es como un obelisco de bayoneta.
Now that there's one less opponent, this should be easier, but it might be a bit tough.
Ah, de todos modos lo obtuvo.
Oh, that's good. And final smash.
No, hombre, qué
I
maravilla.
forced him out, so I win. Banjo picks up the Jiggy from the original game. Guh. That's a wrap. First, we have the witch Gruntilda.
Sale el buen Bottle.
In Banjo-Kazooie, this poor soul gets sealed underground by a boulder. Anyway, she's very cruel, and you can hear all about her from her sister, Gruntilda.
¿Bruntilda sale?
This is Bottles, a mole, and another poor soul. His fate is sealed in the beginning of Banjo 2.
En el 2. Lo mata bien culero.
He's a friend of Banjo and Kazooie.
¿Sí?
Next is Mumbo
Mumbo
Jumbo.
Jumbo.
This poor soul had all of his Mumbo tokens stolen by Gruntilda. He helps you out in many ways throughout the game. Can you spot her? She's running at the bottom. She's tiny and can barely even make her out. But by zooming in, you can see all the detail, even at her size. You could probably make an action game just using this. She's raising havoc on the vegetable patch for some reason. And after that, she strikes an enigmatic taunt. Now she's heading back
Y
home.
regresa a casa.
She looks all calm when you look at her this way, but this soul is actually the saddest of all the souls. You'd understand how miserable she really is if you saw the game over scene in Banjo-Kazooie.
Ah, y aparte la vuelven bien
Oh,
horrible.
maybe she's not going home?
No,
And here come the
Sakurai está súper
Jinjos.
enterado. Jinjos,
We saw some of these a short while ago when the mighty Jinjonator appeared.
Pero lo que nos está ofreciendo.
The music for Spiral Mountain was arranged by Grant Kirkhope. He created the original
¿Y
Banjo-Kazooie's
él
music.
también arregló algunas canciones?
I've worked with many musicians over the years, but this is the first time I've worked with a musician outside of
La
Japan.
primera vez que trabajo con alguien que no es japonés o en Japón.
I was a bit worried about whether my directions would be understood, but he did an absolutely wonderful
Sí,
job.
está maravilloso, maravilloso la
And
verdad.
here's the list of tracks this time. Each of the new tracks has been carefully tailored to match the
10
action
canciones.
taking place
Lord
on
Wolf,
screen.
fucking Mr. Patch está dentro, Mr. Patch está dentro. Esa es mi canción favorita.
But this bat makes its return. The distance from Tokyo to Nagoya, that's if you drive on the Tomei Expressway.
Pinche Sakurai es
You can
neta,
actually play with a
una
second
persona
player.
bien hermosa. Pokémon. Pokémon. ¡Ah! El equipo Rocket. No. ¡Qué chingón! Sí, esos sí los quiero. ¡SANS entró a Smash! ¡Sí! Incluye un nuevo remix. Me compraron, me compraron, me compraron. ¡Me compraron SANS en Smash! Sakurai, eres un demente.
We've added a costume for SANS from Undertale, who was a popular request. And this SANS outfit also comes with a music track.
La canción, el tema de SANS
This will
al
be
fin
listed
está
in
en
the other
Smash.
category, so you can check it out
Se lo
there.
merece con todas las de la ley.
The arrangement was made by none other than the
Toby
creator
Fox.
of Undertale himself, Toby Fox.
¡Qué maravilla! es
Toby
Smash
has actually
Ultimate!
visited my house, and we played Super Smash Bros. Ultimate together.
¿Jugaron juntos?
He was actually really good. Of
Mi
all the
espíritu de
guests, he
fangirleo
was
está
probably the
al 100. Mi
strongest.
corazón no lo puede aguantar. ¿Qué estoy viendo?
When we both
En una
chose
partida
random
está
and played,
Banjo,
the win
Sakurai.
ratio was about half and
Están hablando de
half.
Toby y
Or I
Sans.
may have been losing.
Pero
That
sí,
SNK
sí, sí.
Neo Geo opening was fun, wasn't it?
Es divertidísimo. Divertidísimo.
I'd like to show you just a little bit of in-game footage of Terry. Here you go.
Ok. Gracias, Sakurai. ¡Ah!
Finally, it was announced that we will be working
Más
on even
peleadores,
more
sí, aparte
DLC
de todo,
fighters.
¿en qué mundo vivimos?
To me, it feels like the finish line is sliding farther away.
Te ves cansadísimo, cabrón. Neta,
You may wonder,
gracias por todo lo
how
que nos
much
estás
longer
dando.
can he be involved with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? But I'm also excited.
Muchísimo, lo sé.
Adding more characters into the game means that more game worlds will be added to the series. And ultimately, that means that there will be an even greater opportunity to delight the fans.
Darle exactamente. Neta,
At the same time,
gracias por
I feel
todo
that
tu
Super Smash
trabajo,
Bros.
Sakurai.
Ultimate is now representing so many characters in game worlds that it's become an enormous game.
Tan gigante.
Thank you very much.
A ti, muchas gracias por tanto trabajo, Sakurai. Y ahí está, SNK. ¿Qué fue esto? ¿Qué fue esto, amigos? Esto fue una brutalidad. Estoy fascinado. Muchas gracias a todos por haberme acompañado. Vamos a ponernos en friega a subir video de la reacción y pues directamente ya a trabajar con lo que es esto. Porque mira, Smash es algo tan grande. Muchas gracias por haber compartido conmigo este momento. Nos vemos del otro lado de este sol gigantesco que es Smash Ultimate. Y claro está, todas las grandes franquicias que tiene que ofrecernos Nintendo en estos instantes. Amigos, los quiero mucho. Nos vemos muy pronto. Chao.